Hey y'all, welcome to the City Limitless podcast where we explore Mesa and beyond its city boundaries. I'm your host, Ashley, and this week we have a very special guest, Jaimie Stoltzfus. She is the founder of Cowgirl Meat Company and the COO of Art of the Cowgirl, which is a Western event happening this weekend out here in Queen Creek at the Horseshoe Park and Equestrian Center. Welcome, Jaimie.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Ashley.
So your drive down here was pretty treacherous. Tell me about it, because this Arizona girl is not used to what you do.
Yes, well, it's good to be in warm Arizona. We left very, very cold, snowy Montana. It was negative 28 when we were leaving. And so took 2 days on the road and happy to make it here safely and loving the warm weather.
And maybe give some of us your cold weather. I'm the weirdo that likes cold weather, even though I don't know what to do with any of it.
I can send some. After our event. We want this beautiful weather for our event. We're loving it.
We're projecting mid-70s for this
perfect.
event. So you're living it up right now.
Yes, it's perfect.
Well, let's dive into this. Tell me a little bit about yourself, because in our conversation before we aired, you gave me some fun little facts that I didn't even find anywhere. So let's start from the beginning. Tell me about yourself and how you got to be involved with this beautiful event coming this weekend.
Sure. So I'm actually originally from Mesa, Arizona, which we discovered. So born and raised here, and then went to Colorado for college, and then kept migrating north, ended up in Montana. My husband and I ranch up in Montana. So that's kind of our livelihood. And we have 2 kids, so we raise our kids on the ranch. And that's kind of what started my meat company. That was almost 10 years ago, when I wanted to provide really good meat for when I started having kids, and we lived on a ranch. And then I thought I should share that with others, and, called all my friends and family in Arizona, and they're like, absolutely, we want access to wonderful meat. And literally I just started my meat company, and it's grown, and, that was the origination of that. And then in 2018, I met Tammy Pate, who's the founder of Art of the Cowgirl, and this event that we're putting on this week. And we were just kindred spirits from the beginning, honestly, and asked if I would help execute this dream that she had, and this amazing, beautiful vision, all about honoring women in the Western lifestyle and arts and trades. And obviously that was what I was living. And so I came alongside her. The first event was in 2019, and from there, it's grown and blossomed, and our team has grown, and now we're holding our 6th event.
Wow, insane. So tell me how you got involved. How did you meet Tammy? Where did this connection happen from?
So it's through a mutual friend. Another one of my really good friends that knew Tammy knew me, obviously, and she said, you guys have to meet. You guys just have to meet. So one summer, they were doing a photo shoot, and we were all out there together, and that's when I met Tammy, and it was true. Like, we just hit it off and had so much in common, and she just shared this dream she had, and I was like, I would love to help in any way I can. And so I did, started just helping that first event, and then right after that, she's like, Jaimie, will you help me, like, full on get this thing continuing and growing and going? And the rest is history. I mean, it's a journey I never expected to be on, and it's been such a fun thing to be a part of.
So tell me about the event in general, Art of the Cowgirl. It's more than a rodeo.
Yes.
So let's talk about all the elements that this event has to offer any Art of the Cowgirl goer this weekend.
Yes. So it's 5 days, and it really encompasses everything from competition. So we do have an all-women's ranch rodeo. We have World's Greatest Horsewomen competition, which is more of a horse show, and the winner of that goes to the big World's Greatest competition in Fort Worth. So it's a really big deal. We have an all-women's breakaway roping, a cow dog trial. So we do have these really great competitions. And then we have an all-women's horse sale. So we have great horses for sale. We have a horse sale on Saturday. And then we also have demonstrations. So much of our mission is educational and helping connect people into this Western lifestyle, whether they're living it, whether they want to learn about it, whether they just love it or are interested. So it's very expo style. People can come and watch different demonstrations, from colt starting to barrel racing to roping to cutting. I mean, all the genres of horsemanship you can think about. And then also we have artists, makers. We have saddle makers and boot makers and bit and spur makers, and they're doing demonstrations. So it's just really paying homage to the art, and that includes horsemanship, that includes women that are ranching, that includes all the different trades of the Western lifestyle. And so we're just letting people experience that. And we have a huge trade show. The shopping is incredible. We have music, we have dances. I mean, it's a lot. We have family day. There's a bunch of activities for the kids. So there's a lot to it.
There's something literally for everybody in all aspects, and even in the preservation of that rodeo lifestyle and that Western lifestyle that I do feel like a lot of people in your area of life is trying to preserve and bring to our next generations. So with that being said, you mentioned something about some qualifying rounds going over to Texas. What are these opportunities that you guys are able to host at Art of the Cowgirl, and what is that doing for participants?
Yeah, so there's a couple different facets of that. One is that horse show that we do, and they have to do 4 different events. And then the gal that wins gets an automatic entry into the world's greatest. So that's just a huge opportunity for those girls who love to show, and that's kind of their world. And so that's a really fun opportunity for them. And then we also have a scholarship program. So I didn't touch on that yet. So we have Art of the Cowgirl Foundation. And so much of the funds generated at our event go to this foundation. And that's giving opportunities for girls to study one-on-one with our master artists. So every year we give these scholarships and mentorship opportunities for these women to study with a master saddle maker, study with a master horsewoman. And that's life-changing for them. Like, talk about preserving the trades and this education piece and also empowering them, and they're building their businesses. And so it's this really neat community that we've developed, I guess, in these different opportunities, let alone just people coming to participate in these workshops and clinics and learning and the relationships that come from that and the ripple effect. It's just fun for me to be able to see that and see people coming back year after year and hearing these stories of how it's impacted their lives. Like, it's more than just an event.
So tell me, how do you guys find the vendors that are partaking in this event, and how are they contributing to the community and making this so diverse and opening up to so many different people?
Yeah, so we have people coming from all over the country to participate and to spectate, and they found us, I guess, right? It's just like all these amazing people, and then they come back year after year. And then new people come. And so it's just been fun to see that culture and community grow. Like I said, the ripple effect, and then other people come and all that. So it's just a diverse group, and it's just fun. Literally, people are driving from all over the country right now to get here. Yeah.
Be careful with the snowstorms.
Exactly.
So tell me how you guys landed on the Horseshoe Park and Equestrian Center out in Queen Creek among all the options that Arizona has to offer. Why in Queen Creek?
That's a great question. So when Tammy first started Art of the Cowgirl, Montana girl herself, and I think the idea of Arizona in January was like that's where we want to be, so let's go there. And we actually started our first 2 years at Corona Ranch in Phoenix.
Okay.
And that was a very intimate, fun, really cool venue. We very quickly outgrew it.
Okay.
And so then it was, okay, what's next? Like, what's our next venue? And it's hard to find what we needed. Like, we still wanted the intimate feel. We needed the arenas. We needed the stalls. We needed like a big footprint without it getting lost. We wanted the feel of our event to be intimate still. And we discovered Horseshoe Park, and it really is the perfect venue for us right now. And the staff at Horseshoe Park, I can't say enough good things. Like, it's just a wonderful community, a wonderful staff, a wonderful venue. And so it just seems like a great place to land.
Absolutely. And just like the economic impact that makes on the Queen Creek community that I know feeds into Mesa. Can you tell me a little bit about how that's going to affect our communities?
Yes. And Queen Creek has shared that, and surrounding. Like, we have host hotels that fill, and there's thousands of people that come in for this. And also we hope the opportunity for local people to come and experience something like this and meet people from different parts of the country and see these different artists and horsewomen and stuff. But yes, there's a lot of people that come in and stay in the hotels and eat food.
We're going to see the great repercussions of that.
I hope so. Yes.
So I wanted to bring it back, and I know it's something that's a little hard of a subject right now, but bring me back to your founder, because you shared some news that a life well lived but will be honored. Can you talk to me a little bit more about the founder? Yeah,
so this year will be a very special event, very hard event. So our founder, Tammy Pate, passed away 3 weeks ago. And after a really brave battle with cancer. And so I think we're all very much still in shock a bit, putting this event on for the first time without her physically with us. We know she'll be with us just in a different way and looking from a different vantage point. It's so hard, to be honest, and also so honoring that we can execute her vision with this amazing team she created. I mean, we have the best people in Horseshoe Park, like I said, and it's really this family that Tammy created, because that's Tammy.
Yeah.
It's this family, it's this culture, it's this beautiful community that's coming together. And we're going to honor her in a lot of ways at the event. And we're going to have a memorial service for her on Sunday.
Awesome. Is there any insight that you can give us of how you guys are going to be honoring her throughout the next 5 days while you guys are here?
Yeah, so we have a couple tributes to her during our finals on Friday and Saturday night, and some really beautiful touch points of just things that we'll have around the event that represent Tammy. And then, like I said, everybody's welcome to come to her celebration of life on Sunday at the event with music and food and what Tammy would want. And really just paying homage to everything we're doing. We wouldn't be here without Tammy. You know, she is a visionary through and through. And she's provided so many opportunities for people and have touched so many lives. I mean, even people that never knew Tammy that came to the event, they met her because she met everybody and was an instant friend. And so we expect this to be the best event yet to carry out her vision.
So tell me about what the future of Art of the Cowgirl will look like, minus a big member. But like you said, she's still here.
Yeah.
She'll be here in everything that's done. What is that going to look like for you guys with future events?
Yeah, I mean, continuing to grow what she started and really the foundation too. We feel like this is really the foundation is a huge part of Tammy's legacy. That's the heart. Like, that's the why she did it. She wants these opportunities for women to be able to go and study these trades and to keep those going, you know, and really give opportunities. And we feel like it's just the beginning of that foundation and ways that we're going to grow that and expand that. And same with the event. You know, the reach is only getting bigger. And so we just see that continuing to go, you know, and however that looks. And like I said, she has an amazing team, and her husband and daughter are involved with the event. And, you know, they have great vision too, and, you know, see what they'll do with it.
Yeah. So that's a big challenge you guys are facing this year, the emotional challenge. But knowing that she's still there through family, through the team, what other challenges do you guys face throwing on such a big event and wanting to grow it?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So many. Like, I didn't realize, like I said, I met Tammy and it was, you know, I was no event planner by any means. So how I got in this position is only because of Tammy. There's constant challenges. I mean, just the little things, the big things. But I will say, you know, like I said, the more time that's gone on and the team we have in place, like we start to anticipate some of those things. But our website went down completely and got hacked the other day. I mean, just like those things that pop up, those things that pop up, you're like, how are we going to get through this? Or just different things. And I think, though, the biggest challenge is just this year was, how are we going to do this without Tammy?
Yeah.
And we're going to do it.
It's happening.
To the occasion. Yeah.
So tell me about Art of the Cowgirl and how it's evolved since the inception, Event 1 from Event 6. What is the big changes or differences that have come in the last few years for you guys?
The heart of it hasn't changed, and that's what we're really proud of. Really, our mission has stayed, and the culture we want to create has stayed. What's changed is what we've added. Every year we add things. Every year we add more hands-on opportunities. So we started with a 3-day event and just a couple competitions, grew to more competitions. And then we added the hands-on component where people can sign up and do workshops. People can sign up and ride with some of these people. Then we added a whole kid component, more competitions, more bigger trade show, more music, dance. You know, it's just bringing more people into it and just seeing it grow. It's live streamed, and we have Cowboy Channel covering us. I mean, it's just like we have a reach now where people can see it live stream. And every year we try to add a little bit more.
I can't wait to see year 10, what that could look like,
yes.
Right? The possibilities are truly endless. But with that, how is Art of the Cowgirl helping break down stereotypes and showcase the diverse talents within the rodeo community?
What's really neat to see too with that is we're just shedding light on the women that were already out doing it. We just are showcasing that, but it's also not like you will show up at our event and there are families and men. The men are cheerleading their wives on. So it's just fun to see that the family dynamic is always there, but we're really just showcasing the women here. And we have some of the handiest people ever in these competitions. And it's not just because they're women. They're just handy.
Yeah.
And so it's just fun to see them have opportunities, not necessarily they wouldn't have otherwise, but just a way just to really showcase them.
More exposure, another outlet that typically is not a normal thing in the rodeo industry, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, how are you guys giving younger girls that platform to be interested in this? Or maybe, you know, you come from a family that's not rodeo or Western, but the little girl just loves horses or parts and aspects of it. How are you guys amplifying that for the younger generation?
Yeah, well, it's funny you say that, Ashley, because that was me. You know, growing up in Mesa, Arizona, loved horses, in love with horses, right?
Yeah.
And then had to really work my way through of how to get exposure there, which is hard. It's hard to break into ranching. It's hard to learn about agriculture. Like, I didn't know where my food came from when I was young, and now I have a meat business. But I know that journey, it was because I really wanted it. I really wanted to know that. And so I really connect with that. And so bringing in the education pieces for kids, for one, any of these kids that come from the cities here that may know nothing about agriculture, we want them to learn about it. That's a huge part of our mission. And then have them meet these people that are, you know, famous barrel racers, famous ropers, right? And they're literally walking around and they are able to go talk with them and they're able to go ask them questions, right? So we are very, very passionate about getting the opportunity for kids to, one, even learn about the Western lifestyle, even learn about agriculture. And then two, if they want to pursue something, they can come ride with these people. They can come talk with these people. And then through our scholarship program, I mean, we're giving them opportunity to study one-on-one.
Yeah.
You know, so we're really trying to help these next generations in so many different ways. And we have little art projects for the kids. Like, how can we just help them experience all facets of what we're doing at our event, which is much broader than just our event, like I said.
Yes.
And then we have, you know, college and high school groups come volunteer. You know, just how can we just have a lot of youth involved in different ways.
That's awesome. I bet your kids love this, right?
My kids think, yes, they love it. Like, they think I do this event for them.
Aww.
You know, because they love it so much.
That's
like,
awesome.
They pretty much think I just put this event on so they can come enjoy all the things, because it is.
Little do they know,
it.
like, how much you do.
Yeah.
But with that being said, what is your role, COO, and what does that entail in the day-to-day and what the event does?
Yeah, so pretty much like I said, Tammy and I were the best team. I truly don't know how I'm going to do this without her, but we will. And her daughter's amazing and her husband. So we still have a beautiful core team. But Tammy's the visionary and I just helped execute it. You know, so from everything.
Yeah.
And help, you know, manage our team and the logistics. But like I said, we have such an amazing team. So I just kind of help steer the ship.
So you mentioned Tammy. She's lost a battle with cancer. What other inspiring stories have come out of Art of the Cowgirl that have touched you as well?
So many. First, I want to speak to Tammy. Her impact on this world, she was the brightest light. And the more, like, we knew how much she touched this community, but after her passing, Ashley, I mean, you just hear more and more and more of truly just how Tammy lived her life. I mean, she lived with the cowgirl spirit. And that's what we always say. Like, Art of the Cowgirl is living with the cowgirl spirit. And that was Tammy through and through. And so personally, the inspiration so much around our event and people is because of Tammy and just what she created. And then all the people that she brought into it. And I think what's so inspiring is just to see challenges that some of these women have overcome and that share that during our event and beyond. And then how life-changing it is for people and the collaborations that have come out of it and the relationships, right? All of that is so inspiring to me, and people that have faced adversity and they're sharing about that when they come to our event and present. I mean, people leave inspired, and you'll see that as you walk in. We hope you find inspiration here. And Tammy was always, we have these tokens that we'll give at her memorial, find inspiration everywhere. I mean, that is what we want people to leave feeling: encouraged, inspired. We want them to go chase their dreams, period. I don't care if it's in the Western lifestyle or not. And that is what we hear all the time of, like, because of that, because of some encouragement, because I met these people, I'm not out doing this now. And that's what keeps me filled.
Yeah, absolutely. So what, in your opinion, does the future of Western lifestyle and rodeo for women look like?
I think it's only going to get better and better. I just see there's just more opportunities. And that's fun to see.
And you guys are making those opportunities. Like you said,
we hope we're a part of it.
There's people making connections that might have never even had the opportunity without this event.
Yes. And we hope we're a part of that. And we've just seen other things stem, you know, just day to day in the Western lifestyle of more opportunities for women, more opportunities for youth, stuff that we're really passionate about. And I just see it's only going to get better and better.
Now tell me something. What are you most passionate about outside of Art of the Cowgirl?
That's a great question. So much of my time is poured into Art of the Cowgirl, and I'm very passionate about that. I am very passionate about helping people with horses. So I'm also certified to do equine life coaching and sharing that. And so my heart is for people. Like, I'm so passionate about ranching and about helping people through horses, really. Like, that's another one of my huge passions. And I love sharing our meat.
Hey,
like,
who doesn't,
which is
right?
also helpful for people, I hope.
Absolutely. Well, like you said, sourcing it, knowing where it's coming from, that's the best thing that you could do for other people and families, but totally get that. What is your favorite event at Art of the Cowgirl through the next 5 days? And you can have a couple, but
I was going to say
if you had to narrow it down.
That's such a tough one. I love watching the all-women's ranch rodeo.
Okay.
I mean, it is
Tell me a little bit more about that.
It's action-packed. It's a team event. So there's 4 girls on a team, and they have to compete in 4 different events. So they're doing team roping and doctoring and all sorts of things. And it is action-packed, and it's so much fun to watch. Like, it's so entertaining. I love watching them, and they're so handy. I think I love watching it because these girls are so handy.
Okay.
Like, they're athletes. It's so fun. I love watching all the competitions, but that's one of my favorites. And then I love watching the colts starting.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite
Tell
demo.
us a little bit more about that.
So there's 2 different couples this year, husband and wife teams, that will start colts. And they literally, we give them colts. They're maybe halter broke, maybe not. And over 3 days, they'll start them. Put a saddle on them, put a ride on them. And you get to watch that progression over our event.
Wow.
And I just love watching that.
Yeah.
And then my other favorite is our youth dummy roping competition.
Oh
We
my
get
gosh.
a ton of kids. It is a hoot and a half. I always time it just because I love watching it. Kids get so excited, and it's such a fun opportunity for the kids. So, I mean, I just love the kids stuff.
Kids stuff's great, right? The family aspect to any event is always fun. And then you throw the kids in there and you don't know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
You hope they'll take away something, right?
Yeah.
Let's just wrap up here. One more question, though. What is something that you wish everybody knew about the Art of a Cowgirl event?
I think I want people to know that it's for everybody. It's not a women's only event. It's not someone that has to ride horses or know anything about it. It's really for everybody. Like, anybody who wants to learn, anybody who wants to experience or just meet a horse for the first time and learn about it. I think that's what I want everybody to know. There's something for everybody. Truly, it's so welcoming. Everybody's welcome. Every walks of life. We want everybody there. And truly just to feel the community that's there. So I hope everybody
will get that sense when they're there.
Yeah.
Well, we are so excited. I'm so excited for this weekend. I'll be dragging my husband and my daughter down there and getting that exposure for our little one and get to enjoy your guys' beautiful event, especially because this year is a little bit more meaningful than probably the last few years. But thank you so much for coming in today. We're so excited to have you have this event in the community, and we can't wait for the future with you guys out here.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Ashley.
All right, guys, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us this week. Check us out on all forms of social media. Like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Bye, guys.